Hey everybody, how's it going? As the current round 4 of season 2 is kind of winding down, as you can see here, just under 4 days left on this, and I got quite a few events that I have yet to complete, as in like all of them. So, uh, we'll start with, I guess, the track day 5-day event. This is actually a pretty short event, not necessarily all that difficult. It will cost you 176 gold and some like just under 800,000 racing dollars to meet the PR requirement of 39.4, basically getting 3 upgrades across the board. Since track day events, it's a required PR event. The event itself isn't necessarily difficult or expensive to run, it's just annoying. There are some if you haven't run through this yet, well, I actually ran through this on my other account and just getting very irritated by those certain challenges that are what do you call that, steering wheel broken or broken steering wheel challenges, which is just irritating. I don't know. Not a, not a very exciting event. Cars are okay. I don't really think of it's a car to ride home about. But at least it's cheap. And really, I'm doing it more for the victory points, since 6,500 victory points, not something to laugh at. Anyway, the car itself, if you don't pick it up now, it will cost you some 325 gold to get it. And they started locking the series that these cars, new cars, are featured in the bonus series. Unless you own this car, even if you own the other cars, it's not going to be available to you, so you kind of have to get it. So purchasing it with a showcase discount is a no-go. Although the trend has been, they've been giving us, discounts later. If it's featured on a weekly like time trial or online multiplayer, right? So anyway, here are the rewards. Yeah, let's get going. The event itself, if you just kind of play right through, you should be able to pretty easily wrap it up under a couple of hours. And we get 3 hours of instant service and instant upgrade offer on this car when you start the event. So that's comes in handy. And then it's got this long-winded storyline that is I mean, I suppose they're always kind of silly, but this one is, I don't know. It's bad. This one's bad, guys. I mean, thanks for trying, Fire Monkeys, but this one just doesn't quite meet the standard. Anyway, and maybe that's another reason that adds to my personal annoyance with this event is that why? Hey. Typically, track day events are fairly straightforward. You get, like 21 goals, right? Like 4 goals every stage, except for the final stage 5, where you get 5. And then you're through. But this one, it's, it's the same structure-wise, but some goals are just silly. So, or annoying, as I was saying. Anyway, fantastic day out here in Dubai. This does not look like Dubai, though, does it? From the get-go, that's a Silverstone. It's the best time to go out and test your wheels on the track. He had some great cars for you to test out. I actually haven't been filled in on the details, which will make this a fun surprise. I feel like Natalia isn't the only one not filled in on the details, because I feel like the whole Fire Monkeys team is not filled in on this event. Running quite late, which is unlike him. I see him. Alright, fantastic day, isn't it? Come here in a 1995 NISMO R33. That sounds correct. What do you mean that sounds correct? You drove it. This car is one of a kind, as in never marketed to the public, one of a kind. Got it from a pretty good contact, and if it's never been marketed, there's probably a good reason why. Yeah, already taken it for a short trip and can guarantee it's safe. So let's get into it and take it for a bit of spin. All right, so Yeah, just because something's rare does not necessarily mean automatically it's great. The contact is UK based and a very high priority client. They were even kind enough to lend me a private jet to get here. So that's why I'm late and I forgot my car in the UK, but I'm all good now. All right. So, the early stage is pretty straightforward, you know. In fact, let's get those slap on those upgrades on first. As I said, 3 upgrades across the board. It will cost you some 176 gold. So let's get that done while the instant upgrade offer is available. All right. And 3 on exhaust, 3 on brakes, and then 3 on tires and wheels. Yeah, I feel like this cars like this one really they could have given to us with the racing dollars, but yeah, I guess that's just wishful thinking on my part. All right, so complete the lap and win. So they want us to win as well. All right, fine. Anyway, look at Dubai. Very green for a Middle Eastern country, no? Of course, that's because we are in England, Silverstone. All right, let's check out some different racing viewing modes. So yeah, I suppose with the PR rating that range from base PR 23.9 to 44.4 maxed out, it's more like an expert category car, right? So that is in the road collection. The top tier, of course, is Legend. Then you got Elite underneath that. Then I think Master comes underneath. And before that is the Expert. And before that, you got like Pro, Pro-Am, right? So, all right, let's continue to scroll through our variety of viewing modes. So yeah, I mean, car's fine. I feel like if you have a full garage or something close to full garage, or not even full garage, if you have like played through half the game, you own already dozens of cars that look like this, behave like this. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there really isn't much special about this guy. But as I said, victory points. That's how they get us. So, all right, pick up a few racing dollars for the effort. Fine. All right. Let's continue on to the next goal. All right, so 1 down, 20 more to go. That's what happened. I'd love to hear more about this client and then letting you drive, them letting you drive in the R33. All right, so next it was me and the client. Oh yeah, it's just like whole storyline of everybody telling their story. It's one of those events. So, all right, anyway, early stages, as I said, pretty straightforward. Next goal is going to be a head-to-head where we just need to overtake the mystery driver with the, I'm doing the air quotes. All right, once again, with those extra upgrades on the car, we could make a quick work of this one. And there we go. And just like that. The whole 22 seconds and change. Fine by me. Yeah, so yeah, some of these goals pretty short, and I want to say, like, because I wasn't bot training, at least not intentionally, and then kind of midway around stage 3, I think there might be some goals that it's just impossible with the current upgrade scheme, but it's impossible if you are trying to win. But by constantly losing or just quitting, start the goal and quitting a few times, the bots will slow down. So no need to spend more on upgrades than necessary. Anyway, great job on overtaking your now client contact, Michael. So I am driving as Michael. Right. So you had 2 stints around the track, and that's why you're late. I guess he's telling the story over in Dubai, but this is the story that he's telling what happened back in UK. So that's, yeah. There was a lot more we did. I just haven't gotten to it because I was interrupted. ... As I was saying. Giving Natalia a... Yeah, you can just see the look that she probably was giving Michael. Anyway, goal 3. Things were getting tense in the group. I really had to assert my place by getting to the lead position. So, get to the lead, overtake 6 opponents, and take the win. Now, this one's just I think it says Grand Prix circuit, not the Bridge Grand Prix, right? So we're like all over the place. Alright, so obviously starting in P7, in order to win, you need to overtake those 6 cars ahead. And Skyline, right? The all Skyline. And there's the last overtake. And then we just finish the lap. Right. So yes, we've had like storyline that like this before, where we're driving as the whoever's telling a story. But I don't know. This event, some of the later goals were just I don't know. Monkeys are running out of ideas. They're like trying too hard or something. They could have just like let us just run the event, race the car normally, and just let us do what we do instead of trying to be overly clever. So, all right, down hanger straight, approaching Stowe, and just a final set up corners to finish a lap here. And there we go. 2:05 and change. Collision. Are they talking about like kind of lightly touching the wall after I completed the lap. I thought they didn't take that out after you cross the finish line. They, like, all is not counted afterwards. Huh. All right. Well, it's just racing dollars. Whatever. It's all good. All right, 3 goals down. On to the final goal up stage 1. Last thing I needed to do was win over the crowd. Top speed and a speed snap. All right, our current top speed 281. We will never reach the speed, but that's okay. His target is only 178.4. And this one's taking place at the National Circuit layout. And off we go. Slow. All right, this should be a breeze. We'll try to keep it kind of close to the target there. 182, I think, is what I hit. Oh, look at that. Exactly. On the money. Whopping 100 fame points. All right, good enough. And we still got like 3 service bars to spare. All right, so that will do it for the stage 1. And what do we get? We get 750 victory points, 2 gold, and 10,000 racing dollars. And those 750 victory points will push me. I think that should get me into the next reward tier. Yep, 45,000 motorsport dollars. Nothing too dramatic, but it did get pretty wild out there in the UK. How many of you were there? How do you mean? How many people were you racing against? Oh, a strong number for sure. He doesn't know. Give me a benchmark number between 5 and 15. Yeah, about that much. So, yeah, this is about the level of storyline we're going to be expecting in the rest of the series. So, perhaps it is a little funny. I don't know. Anyway, that'll do it for stage 1. We'll catch up in the stage 2 coming right up. So stay tuned and we'll see you guys there.